Alright guys, I want to talk to you guys about the coin shop system in 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Especially for those of you guys that are new and don't really know what's going on. I'm going to tell you guys what is probably the best bet to spend your platinum, gold, silver, and friendship coins on when you're playing the game. Just so you're not spending them at wild. I obviously have zero. I don't have any dupes so far, and I'm fine with that. So first things first, I actually want to show you guys the JP side really quick, because they have a little bit more in there, and I want to show you guys that really quick. So the coin shop units, which I'm sure you guys have heard about non-stop since the game potentially started, or even beforehand, they are the Blue King and Blue Diane that you get through story mode for free. They are the Green Bond, I can't remember his name, Green Bond, Red Gother, Demon Meliodas, or Red One, and then Green Merlin. Escanor is also in there, but we literally didn't get him until January, and the game came out in June, so it was literally 6 months before we finally got the coin shop Escanor in. And I don't want to tell you guys he's gonna be there anytime soon, so don't hold your hopes up for, you know, the coin shop Escanor showing up anytime soon in global. So pretend he's not there. Pretend he's not there, okay? And listen to me, because I know a lot of people are gonna be like, where's Escanor? He's not on global. We don't know when. It literally took, I believe, 4 months for them to even drop the green Escanor onto the JP side of the game. So I don't know when Escanor is coming. But other than that, you'll see every other sin there within probably the first week of the game being released. So I'm gonna go back over to the global side now and tell you, I do not recommend you spend any SSR dupe pendants, platinum coins they call them here on global, on the SSR and the SSR ticket, because the SSR ticket you will get one weekly. That should still be a bonus that you get from Elizabeth every week from the day you log in. So if we come and look at Elizabeth here and you look at the login bonuses, yes, everything's fine. They give us one for the daily, literally just for the new players. This is for the first 2 weeks of the game being out. You're gonna get one after 2 weeks. But weekly, you will also receive one every week. Every single week, you're guaranteed an SSR. Do not spend your platinum coins on an SSR ticket, please. I've done it in the past, and I regret it every single time. Same thing with the SSR pendant. I highly recommend you do not spend your platinum coins on that, because you can get them through the gold coins, and the gold coins are much simpler to come across than a SSR dupe coin. The SSR dupe coin, the only thing I highly recommend you spend them on are dupes for your coin shop units and then the original purchase. Now, a big thing that is really cool about the coin shop and how it rotates, I believe it's every 2 weeks. They've changed it now and I don't remember yet. You can actually purchase the bond. They all rotate. So this week on JP, it is the King and the Bond, and it will rotate in 14 hours to a different one. I don't know what they rotate yet. I'm not sure. They got rid of the little calendar that used to tell us what was next. But I recommend you buy the coin shop unit first. It costs 5 when they are on discount. If not, they cost 7 when they are off a discount. And it seems like it's not the biggest deal when it's just 2 extras, but if you do the math after a little bit, it's a little bit more. So if I want to get a dupe of my King, I would click this and say, yeah, I'll give you 5 of these. There you go, give me my dupe King. Or if I don't have them already, if I don't have them already, you will get the actual character instead. So that is what I highly recommend you use your SSR pendants on. I'm pleading you, do not use your SSR pendants on SSR coins on SSR pendants, because it is a little bit of a waste when you can get them with gold. On top of that, you can also grind the SP dungeon to get the SSR pendants as well. It's super tedious, but you know, that's also a way you can get them. Now, what you want to spend your gold coins on, like I just said, have been spending it on the SSR pendant because I've run low on them, and they're quite annoying to get through. I know since the game just started, a lot of you guys will probably want to spend it on the 5-star books since they are a little bit harder to grind, but you can grind those out in the SP dungeon as well. And after, I believe, 4 or 5 runs, you get a guaranteed 5 stars on the highest difficulty. Again, I know the game just started and you're just like, Shattered, at first it might seem okay to do it, but once you're later on in the game, I highly also recommend you do not spend your gold coins on the 5-star books, because again, you can grind them and it's not too difficult. After you've been playing the game for, I want to say 2 weeks, you'll probably be able to grind those out no problem. Maybe at first, yes, but after that, no. Okay. Another thing that I say you don't spend them on is the EXP pot, because you can also grind EXP pots. It might be a little bit more tedious, but I say save it. Don't do it on that. What are really good dupes to purchase off of here? If you have just started, you haven't pulled any of the good any units that are farmable, I highly recommend one of your first purchases with your gold coins, if you guys have summoned a bunch already and you have potentially 20 or 30. As you can see here, in 6 days we'll have the next batch coming out, which is Hauser and Griamore. If you guys have 30, this Hauser is the one unit I would say don't wait till he's on rotation. He's a fantastic farming unit, and I highly recommend you guys get him in order to get through these stages a tiny bit faster. Everyone else you can probably wait for. The next character unit I would recommend that you guys also get is actually the green Hellbrum, because he gives a boost in raids, which will come in handy once the gray one comes out. And if you also, if maybe Hellbrum isn't your favorite character or something, you can also get this Arthur. The Arthur is a fantastic unit. He also boosts in raid. He can boost in raids. He has a buff to all allies. He's a very, very good unit as well. But you can choose between the two. I would recommend the only reason I would recommend Hellbrum is because his passive allows him to survive even if he was to die. So he can survive one turn where he would have died, and that's why I say Hellbrum. But other than that, you can't go wrong with Arthur. Other than that, though, everyone else you can sort of wait on. You can just wait on pulling them potentially. I wouldn't spend, other than that, I wouldn't spend any more than getting them and potentially getting dupes for the Hauser. The Hauser duped out is fantastic because his ultimate is an AoE which hits everyone, and it's very beneficial, especially if you have him 6 out of 6. You'll be hitting hard and you'll be farming stages a lot faster. You'll just be flying by them, and it's totally worth it. So that's what I recommend you guys use your gold coins on primarily. Other than that, this actually isn't bad, because once you have 6 of these, if you guys watched my geared video yesterday, you can get 6 of those, get the 5-star crystal you need, and bam, you have another one, which is not bad, especially for the price of one. That is actually really, really good. And then I don't think it's on here. Is it on JP? I can't remember off the top of my head. No, they actually got rid of the 5-star crystal, so you can't even purchase the 5-star crystal anymore. Another one, again, to start with, these chalices are actually very difficult to come across. So if you want to spend on the chalices, I don't blame you. I might spend a couple on the chalices if I have more summons. So there is that. And the last thing I would recommend you guys spend your gold on, your gold coins, is the SR pendants. The SR pendants are just like the SSR pendants. They're pretty tedious to come across. So when you want to rank up an SR unit, I repeat that twice, I don't know why. That is a good purchase right there. It's only 1 coin as well. Definitely worth it. Now your silver coins, this you get an SSR daily, like daily. You log in and they give you an SSR. It is not worth you spending more unless you're really short on gold. I don't recommend doing this, especially since every day you will have a chance in the SP dungeon to farm up 10 of the gold stages. So you have 10 coins right here. You can farm up 10 right here. You can also use the 5 out of 5 ones. If you can grind this out, you can also farm out more gold. Usually I farm out EXP pots on this one though, or the books, because it's just something that's more helpful. But I wouldn't recommend spending it on the SSR chest. You get 1 daily, not worth it. The really good SRs that are on here that I recommend you try and get immediately is Kane. Is a good one. He's a good support for raids. He is fantastic for, like, a fantastic support for raids. Like, literally, when I say support, I mean support. You put him in the sub slot and he should not come out the entire raid whatsoever. He gives a 10% boost to raid units right here. So increases all allies attack related states by 10% in a deathmatch. Deathmatch? Did they change that? We're supposed to be for raids. I'm gonna look into that though, and maybe I'll put like an annotation here of what that means. But he should be for raids, and he's a fantastic unit. Another good unit that is on here is, did they get rid of, is Gustav not in here? Gustav's not in here. Okay, so Gustav is primarily for summons only. Okay, so besides the Kane, everyone else you'll pull. Like, honestly, in all reality, the Kane you'll pull. You probably already have them, so save your silver coins. None of these units are like limited to the coin shop only. So in all reality, save your silver coins as well. Don't spend it on any of the units here unless you're trying to 6-6 them immediately. I wouldn't do it. These tickets are pretty good. They're not the best. I think it's a 20-30% chance to get an SSR unit out of these banners, and you're like really digging for one of these units, I guess you could do it, but I recommend you don't. I'd save it. I wouldn't pull on that either. Just because, I mean, the pool is smaller, but it's still a small chance to get what you want. So I wouldn't do that. The R pendants, trust me, you won't need those. SR ones are good in case you're low on your gold. You can use silver, which is fantastic. I like that they did that. These are just materials, so all rank 1 materials. Let's see if it shows it right here. Yeah, so you can get one of these, only one. You get 5 of the item for only one of them though. So you get this shield thing, you get this rock thing, you can get this, you know, other rock thing. You don't get one though, one of them. So that's not bad, especially if you're going for awakened materials. So that's not a horrible choice to use your silver coins on. AP pots are the #1 thing I actually recommend you guys use. So you can get an unlimited amount of these. It's only one, and if you're farming hard, and I mean hard, your silver coins will probably end up going to this, because this will just regenerate your stamina. Like right now I have 8. I might purchase some here. I'm working on getting everyone 6 first for my rares, but I recommend the stamina potion for sure. These are for the attribute dungeon keys. So the books and EXP dungeons that you see at the bottom, instead of using AP on them, you can use these orb dungeons. I don't recommend using these because, I mean, you can just use AP. These are gold dungeon keys though. These I would probably recommend buying once if you're really low on gold. If not, you know, I wouldn't. But these I would recommend if you're low on gold and you're like desperate for gold. Get that. These are the ones I would definitely recommend over over the keys and the attribute keys. The gold key and the attribute keys, because this unlocks the SP dungeon. The one at the very top, the one that's 5 out of 5, that is the best one to farm, and I would recommend buying these over those two, just so you can get more out of it. And I feel like the drop rates are actually better on that as well. So I recommend these over those, but that's just my personal opinion. Maybe you don't, you know, maybe you struggle against them, you're not a fan of the event dungeon one, but I would say event dungeon keys. AP pots, event dungeon keys are the ones that I would say for silver. Friendship. Again, the rares you're going to get during summons. I wouldn't do it. When you're starting off, the books are probably a good one. This little paper right here that you see is for PvP. So if you run out of PvP chances, you can use that. I've actually used this a couple times because I'm raging and I want to get my my gems from the non-geared part of PvP. So I do that and I grab that. But the ones I also recommend using more than anything, honestly, same thing. The event purchase right here. I don't have enough right now, but the event dungeon, he is the one I would get. If not, AP pots. Other than that, I wouldn't spend anything else on that. Not at all. Another thing I want to mention before you guys is that later on I will have one more guide video coming out today. I'm sorry, I know I promised I'd be doing PvP and guide videos, but lately it's just I don't want to spam you guys with 3 videos a day, so I'm just gonna do the 2, and they're gonna be guide videos. But I'll have a how to get more gold. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you are subscribed, you hit the like button on this video because you probably found this helpful. I hope you did at least. And other than that, that's all I got for you guys. I really do hope this was helpful to you guys. And remember, I don't know when Escanor's coming out. Don't hold your breath for Escanor. Get these other coin shop units. They're fantastic units. Like literally none of them are bad. First one I actually recommend you get is Gother. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys found the video helpful. Again, if you did, hit the like button. If you guys are new to the channel, consider the next button down below, coming out with us here daily. But other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye, guys. Perfect cube. 私の実験に貢献したくないか？暴食の罪、ボアシン・マーリンだ。よろしく頼む。ロケーション、研究の標本がまた増えたな。最初からお前らに勝ち目などなかった。